Thank you. 8,000 pages on street art. Someone told me 80,000 pages. Don't do it. Say 100,000, a better number. But I will do this because 8,000 was the number I get. Seeds about street art, exploring technique to build thematic collection, like a web curator at the Arquivo.pt. So this is Arquivo.pt, accessible on the web on your devices. Arquivo.pt open like Internet Archive, but Arquivo.pt is an infrastructure for science, for researchers, and is governmental, is a service from the Portuguese government, which is good because we have every year funds to buy machines and to create projects. Okay, you can use it. You can find content in many languages: French, English, Dutch, etc. The goal of my presentation is to describe techniques and tools used to build thematic collections at Arquivo.pt, which are accessible to non-specialists. I'm not an engineer, and I think all we in this room, we can collect and identify thousands of pages about a given topic. Street art in Lisbon, I will start with this, the problem, how do we do this? And how do we record this and made this available? Okay. Street art in Lisbon. Lisbon is a small city, 2 million people, and street art is everywhere. Someone told me that it's too much. I don't know, because is an expression of art on the street. Here in Paris is also the same. So I will show you this mural. This is in the Nova University, the faculty of Science and Humanity of Lisbon, where I was librarian for years. And this is a painter about the Portuguese Revolution, the 25 April 1974. Precisely 50 years ago, today in Portugal is holiday because of that. So I bring this image. This is the mural. In 2017, preserved at Arquivo.pt, because today it is different. The same mural was different because this team recover and rebuild the painter. This is the team, this is my community of interest, this is my target. Is for these people like this, street artists, that I collect 80,000 pages. Because last year I started with Miranda Siller, a collection at Arquivo.pt about street art. Go there and see wonderful things around the world. But when I came to Lisbon, I found, and I speak about the community of street art in Lisbon, I found that we had few contents at Arquivo.pt. We need more. And I met the community of street art artists in Lisbon. Artists, but also public associations or organisms that care about street art. In this case, I'll show you the database. GAU stands for Urban Art Gallery. This is a service from the City Council of Lisbon. They try to mediate the relation between street art, sometimes not legal, and artists and the city council. Okay, they have a big database of more big, I don't know if it's so big, but more than 500 names of artists. This is useful for me, so I met them to talk and to, can you collaborate with us? You can tell us the most important names and we collect. So that's what I did. They also have a festival, the Muro, in Portuguese, wall, in English, wall, Muro, where they have artists and they have a conference where I can speak about Arquivo.pt. This is great. This is my community. So we, at some time, by coincidence, we knew that a school in the center of Lisbon worked with Arquivo.pt, and I met him. The teacher knew Arquivo.pt and put all their students doing works about using Arquivo.pt, using Arquivo.pt API. They are students from design and communication, and they use all domains for that, even technical. So this is a student that used Arquivo.pt to prepare wonderful applications. I was there in November at the classroom. I explained what I talk about Arquivo.pt, and me and my colleague Vasco, who I don't know if he's here, he explained also, and the Arquivo.pt API. It was wonderful. So this is the reason to do a collection, a community. Next, I need to feed Arquivo.pt with content, and I need to train more and more the community and show what we did. So how to do this? How to get a list so big like this one, 80,000 URLs, because URLs is all we need to build a collection, a non-curated collection or demi-curated collection. I will explain. For example, this is the first line of the list, Portuguese newspaper. The first URL is already at Arquivo.pt, but most URLs are not. So we can have three approaches. I am an expert and I choose what is important. That was the case of websites about artists. A colleague that a PhD student in Portugal select websites from artists in Portugal because she is an expert on street art and about artists. So he selected 50 websites, 100 websites, okay, because she is an expert. Second approach. I'm not an expert, but I will ask for help. That was the case of the collection on Arquivo.pt, about street art. I'm not an expert on street art, but Miranda Siller is. You know everything about street art. And with the help of Miranda Siller, we build a curated collection at Arquivo.pt. So this is the second approach, and this is also the approach of that collection about the skyblogs that we heard before. Okay. Third is my approach. I don't need to be an expert. I just need to gather content and make it available. Okay. Requirements. A computer with web access and a browser, the ability to install extensions or applications, a topic and a target community, very important, and have finally a web archive or somewhere some application in which to integrate the content that we collect. Okay, I will show you. First, if you go to a simple search engine like Google and you search street art Lisbon, you will find quickly some content. 5 minutes. And if you get that content, you put in the list, okay, 1. And if you did this 80,000 times, you get simple, but you can do better. You can do this in bulk. See, you put street art in Lisbon and you use an extension to extract links. You get 100 results and you simply, a lot of links, you group by domain and you get in 10 seconds 100 links about street art. Good, better. I used a link grabber, okay. You can use also an API to get links. Simple. On one side you have a list of keywords and the other side a service with an API. In this case using Bing Search API, you run this on Linux. I'm not an informatic, but I can do this. A query, you run and 1 minute later you have lots, thousands of with a simple line of code. 10,000. We did this about the Portuguese Revolution. In 2 minutes, I got 12,000 seeds about like this. Something simple. Do this. And also you can import this to an Excel. It's cool because you have the keyword, the title of the page, and the most important URL you want to record. You can also use another tool that has an API, Search NG. You can search, this is free, you can search using this technique. Okay. I will accelerate this because I have 3 minutes. This is this is very easy to do. So this is a lot of seeds, 80,000. Some of them are not useful. For example, pages of in Facebook to record. But for someone to identify in which channels content are published, this will be useful. I will accelerate this to show the third part. How do we record all this? I used and abused of browser tricks. They support me the recording. I could put on browser tricks 1,000 lines a time. I just need to put to do this 80 times. Not bad, but this worked well. And I recorded this works well because my scope of the recording was single page, 1 page at once. I will show some parameters and a delay of 10 seconds between each page because to avoid overcharging servers and to get and to be blocked. Okay, so thank you to Web Recorder to support me on that. This is not publicity. This I think this is fair. This is beta version, and now it will be a service. It works well. Okay, and we can share. So it was need to extract because from Browser Tricks Cloud we get a WAC file, but inside of the WAC file we'll get other files to integrate at Arquivo.pt. Here is a website that I integrated already at the Arquivo.pt. You will see Fernando Pessoa, the Portuguese poet, walking on Lisbon. Okay, this is interesting. And I published all this data, all this information on open data database in Portugal because we collect and we try to be transparent about what we do. Lesson learned. kept or adapt the scope, Portugal or international. I put the scope on the international because some people from other countries published about Portuguese street art. Clean the list, this is a correction, and limit, this is was a difficulty, okay, to do this, each 1,000. And lesson, search engines prepare, but not are the final solution. Okay, AI can help in future to do this. Are the future to do this? Why not to use AI to tell us? Tell me what is the most important pages about street art. Okay, and community engagement. Thank you very much. I will let you this page where you can record your pages important directly on Arquivo.pt, because community is important, and after being recorded we can do everything we want, including exhibition like this one about the Portuguese Revolution, and in future about street art. Thank you very much.